According to media reports, JohnLiu has raised $1 million in private donations in New York City. Based on an analysis by zip codes, we found that most of these donations are from overseas Chinese with addresses in Manhattan's Chinatown, zip code 10002 and 10013, and Flushing zip code 11354 and 11355. Both are low-income areas, and they are also the areas where pro-Communist Party associations concentrate. If we take a look at the occupation of these donors and the amount of money they donate, we will find quite a few questionable points. 147 are unemployed, and yet they have donated as much as $257,250. According to the election committee, anyone who donates more than $99 must provide detailed information such as address and workplace. Retired people account for 344 donations, the highest percentage of the donors, with a total donation of $149,585. The average donation of restaurant owners is $699. Far more than that of lawyers' $493. Donations from so-called homemakers does not match with their financial situations. 8 homemakers have each donated $500, 9 donated $1,000 each, 11 donated over $2,000 each, 13 donated over $4,000 each. The average donation per head for homemaker is $1,550, far more than that of bankers' $847. There are 9 people who have each donated over $5,000 in violation of the law. In general, JohnLiu's donations come from people who are unemployed, retirees, restaurant owners, and homemakers. Could this be true? We've observed JohnLiu's relationship with the CCP. He celebrated the fake Shenzhou 6 in 2005 in preparation for the 2009 election. At the end of 2005, the CCP got involved in the lead-up to the 2009 election. In 2007, after a year of collaboration, the CCP set out to build up the momentum for JohnLiu. At the end of 2007, Liu repaid the CCP media with a proclamation. In 2008, not long after the Flushing incident, Liu tried to boost his votes for the 2009 election at a pro-CCP association's meeting. Li Fengzhi, a former China intelligence officer, explains, as for those with political potential and aspirations, they would try to rope them in from the beginning. Secondly, they try to buy out and submit those who have already shown political abilities, especially those of Chinese origin. Thirdly, they help certain politicians of Chinese origin to gain even higher political positions. Fourthly, by way of deception, they try to manipulate certain politicians covertly or even directly manipulate them. May 2008, in the Flushing area of New York City, a pro-communist group attacks Falun Gong practitioners. They surround, heckle, threaten, and assault anyone they can identify as a practitioner of Falun Gong. The attacks were also accompanied by various death threats. I knew that it was lethal, so he was charged with a felony and was arrested. If convicted, he will be punished heavily. He could have beat someone to death with that thing. The scene at the time was really frightening.
Don't need hate crimes, because there's already enough hate crimes as it is.
He just rushed towards me without any consideration. He hit me on the temple and my neck, and the corner of my mouth. He used his fingernails to scratch my mouth. I tried to block him with my hand, and my hand was also scratched. The 2 councilmen did not speak up for the victims. Instead, they helped and supported the thugs who beat people. Jin Zhong, chief editor of Open magazine, commented, even a democratic and free country like the United States, they try just as hard to penetrate, to exert their influence. Cheng Yonglin, a former CCP diplomat, said, the CCP's control overseas actually has many forms. It is a matter of systematic tactics, a big strategy.
When it comes to the Chinese Communist regime, we're willing to ignore this. This will hurt us, not just the Falun Gong. This means it will really hurt us.
I hope he behaves like a councilman rather than like an agent of some other government.
Should be declared a persona non grata by the State Department and should be sent packing out of here.
JohnLiu does not represent the people of New York City. A group of Chinatown workers here protest Liu's mafioso policies and express their discontent for unfair conditions in Flushing caused by Liu and his cronies. The protest concludes that Liu is not representing the people. Shame on Liu.